So you're thinking about buying a home in Bothell, Washington, but before you do, you want to find out everything you can about what it's actually like to live, work, eat, play right here in Bothell. Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to be discussing. I'm going to take you on a complete tour of everything Bothell. I'm going to show you spots that you can hang out at, places where you're probably going to be doing your shopping, and if you stick around till the end, we're going to take a tour of what the average house looks like here in Bothell based on the average home value. So if you want to learn a ton more about Bothell, stick around because we're getting after it right now. Okay, got a fun one for you and we're jumping right into it here. So currently we are standing right here, kind of where old Bothell meets up with brand new Bothell, okay? So we're on Main Street right behind me, and then directly this way is Bothell Way, okay? So Main Street is lined with kind of historical buildings, a lot of cool restaurants, shops, bars, but you know, a lot of the original architecture of when Bothell first started. And if you look here behind me on Bothell Way, all these new buildings, you have a whole lot of new apartments coming up. At the bottom of those apartments, there's new retail shops. You have restaurants that are, you know, just really kind of, it's revitalized this downtown Bothell area. And it's really cool because you have just such a cool mixture of old historical meeting brand new with trendy locations, really cool restaurants. And you know, this is kind of right smack downtown Bothell where things get started. And if we look this way, you probably can't see it from here, but right there behind me is the park at Bothell Landing, which is a great spot to hang out. You have access to the Sammamish River Trail, which can give you access into the Burt Gilman Trail. So miles and miles of paved walkways, rollerblading, biking, all right here. You can access it from right across the street over there. And then if you look that way, just more apartment buildings, more retail on the bottom. So a bunch of cool spots to hang out at, restaurants, bars, just kind of cool places to chill. So Ranch Drive-In right here. This is a great little burger stand. Really, really good food. You walk up, order your food, kind of take it to go or sit down, hang out. Just a really cool part of town. So downtown Bothell, it's not that big, but it's really cool spot to hang out. You know, Bothell's probably one of my favorite locations here in the Puget Sound area. I live in Woodinville, which is kind of the neighbor to Bothell to the east. And if I didn't live there, I think Bothell would be very, very high on my list of places to live, just because it's just, I don't know, it fits me. I really enjoy hanging out in Bothell. I like the houses in Bothell, I like the community. It seems like very welcoming and friendly people that live here. So we're gonna jump into the rest of the tour. We're gonna head up Bothell Way here. We're gonna go check out McMenamins Anderson Schoolhouse. I'm gonna show you where to hang out, what to do, and it starts right there. And yeah, Bothell's awesome. Glad you're with me today. Let's go take a tour. Okay, one of the coolest spots in Bothell that you definitely want to check out if you're looking for a place to hang out, do a date night, maybe bring the kids, have fun with them, do some swimming. We are at the McMenamins Anderson Schoolhouse, and we're kind of wandering through the property right now, but if you don't know what a McMenamins is, you should definitely check it out. There's several different locations in the Northwest, and what they do is they kind of take over these old historical properties and turn them into sort of like resort style places that you can just go hang out. You know, there's a hotel here. They have several different restaurants on site right here. bars. Right behind me here, this is a really cool little, they call it the Shed. It's just this tiny little whiskey bar that you can go in. You know, it probably seats like 15 people, you know, it's just tiny. But, you know, all throughout the property, there's these different kind of themed restaurants. They have a pool, so full-size pool that you can swim in. If you're a Bothell resident, you actually get to swim here for free. So you don't have to pay for anything. You just come on, show up, bring the kids, go swimming, you're good to go. And yeah, just a really cool place to hang out. They have like a single screen movie theater that you can go. They usually show newer releases on that. You can order food, have it brought right to your seat. It's a small theater, but yeah, that's one thing about Bothell is there just isn't a whole lot of nightlife in Bothell, but this is one of those places where you can go hang out, and just a great place to have, you know, family, friends come and stay if they're needing a hotel to crash at. This is a really good experience for them to do that, and one that I would definitely recommend checking out, you know, if you're in the Bothell area. So check out McMenamins, an awesome place. Okay, so if you're living in Bothell and you're doing any kind of shopping, that's what we're going to cover here in this section. Where we're at right now, we are in kind of a shopping center about a mile and a half north of downtown Bothell. We're right on Bothell Everett Highway, just across from Lake Pleasant. And you know, if you live in that central to kind of western Bothell area, then this is probably a shopping center that you're going to be visiting quite a bit. Right here behind me is Safeway, which is grocery shopping, and there's a whole bunch of retail stores that are all around, kind of lining this whole shopping center. Right here you have a Brooks outlet store. That's like a running apparel shoe company. There's a veterinary clinic right there. On the other side of Safeway, there is teriyaki, dry cleaner, stuff like that. Just a bunch of little small random stores. If I look behind me here, there's a really good coffee shop, this Woods Coffee Shop. This is really good. Love their coffee and what they have to offer. And then next to that, there's a couple, physical therapy. There's a Suds Pet Bathhouse. That's actually where we take our little guy. We have a 2-year-old cockapoo. Super cool dog, love him. That's where he goes to get his grooming done. And then next to that, you have another little medical office shop there. And then you have a barbecue place, Carolina Smoke. Haven't actually tried that one, definitely on the list for me to try, so I can't say whether or not it was good or not, but they got a little barbecue shop in here. And then across the way over here, there is a Ivar's, that's kind of a fish and chips place, really good. And then a couple other restaurants. There's a bank over in that corner over there, so a pretty big shopping area in here. Hope I'm not getting you too dizzy here, but behind me is a Safeway gas station. So Safeway usually has pretty good prices on gas. And then if you see that like big chunk of dirt over there, there's a brand new housing development going in right here, super close, within walking distance to all these stores. So, they haven't even started on the foundations yet in that community, but they're probably looking 2024, probably late 2024 to get those going. But that's coming up. And all up and down Bothell Everett Highway, there's shopping centers that, depending on what part of Bothell you're living in, if you're living closer to the downtown section of Bothell, there's a QFC and then a whole bunch of like small retail shops just right outside of the downtown area. And then we have here, which is the next furthest north shopping location. But then if you go up that way, probably about a mile or so, maybe not even that, you hit the Canyon Park shopping center area. There's a QFC, grocery store, a whole lot of fast food options. There's a Chick-fil-A, there's a Mod Pizza, lots of different dining options in that area as well. Across the street from that, there's like a PCC, like a specialty market grocery store. And that kind of takes care of that Canyon Park neighborhood. And if you go further north, even up a little bit further from that, then you run into the Thrasher's Corner section of town, where you have Fred Meyer, Safeway for shopping, all kinds of fast food restaurants, dining options and whatnot. So all up and down Bothell Everett Highway, you're covered no matter what part of Bothell you live in. But where we're at right now, this is just kind of if you live in that central western area of Bothell, you're probably going to be coming here quite a bit. All right, well, hey, what do you say we go check out the house that I want to show you? We're going to take a tour of. We're going to see inside, we're going to see outside, and yeah, let's get over there and check it out. Okay, here we are in the central part of Bothell. We're just outside of the Canyon Park neighborhood, in that 98021 zip code, so kind of central Bothell. And in this part of Bothell, you see a lot of variation in newer homes versus older homes, the more established 60s, 70s built homes. And then you have ones like the one behind me here, which are relatively new. This one was built in 2017. So just a really good mixture of different types of homes in this area. Now, this one that we're going to check out today is listed at $1,289,000. So just a hair above the median home value for homes in Bothell. And so I thought this would be a good representation of what you can expect in that median price range. This one is a 3-bedroom home, 2.5 bathroom, 2,685 square feet, and the lot size on it's actually pretty good. This one is 13,939, which a lot of the times on these newer homes, you see really, really tiny lots, but that's not the case with this one. You have actually a pretty good sized lot. So I wanted to get inside. Let's go check it out, and I'll let you know what I think about it after we're done and give you the wrap up. Okay, let's get in there. Okay, so what do you think of this one? You know, when I was picking a home that I wanted to show you today and take you on a tour of, I wanted to find something that was really representative of the median home value for a home here in Bothell, and I think this one does a really good job of that. The median price point for homes in Bothell, single family homes, is 1.2 million, give or take a couple thousand, and this one's priced just a hair above that at the 1.298, but I think it gives you a really good idea, a good representation of what you can expect in this price point in this area. You know, when people are looking for homes in Bothell, a lot of the times it's because they want to be close to Bellevue, Kirkland, you know, those east side cities, or Seattle, but you know, maybe they want a newer home, something that's built, you know, in the 2010s or later. And it's a lot easier to find those kind of homes up here in Bothell. Bothell has room to grow. We're seeing new construction all the time up here, but you'll also see a lot of more well-established neighborhoods as well. So it's not uncommon to see homes in neighborhoods with, you know, that were built in the 60s or 70s, and then you'll see one or two homes that are new. And it's just kind of what you see. You know, the further north you go in Bothell, the more new construction you're gonna see. The further south you go in Bothell, the more resale homes you're gonna see. A lot of those homes built in the 60s, 70s, kind of that era. But, you know, further north you go, the newer you're gonna get. Now, this home right here, a lot of good things going for it. A lot of things I love about it. To start, I'll talk about kind of the open floor plan of it. You got the nice open, huge living room, nice huge fireplace there that leads right into the kitchen. The kitchen's beautiful. You know, when it comes to selling homes, the number one thing that sells homes is kitchens. You know, it goes kitchens and then for some reason, master bathrooms. People love master bathrooms, but this one has a fantastic kitchen, just beautiful. Butler's pantry off the kitchen, which is great. I really like the room right off the front door when you come in. You have the formal dining area. You have the secondary living room, sitting room. And then of course, you know, I love that it has the study or the office here on the main floor. Having that is, you know, kind of like a fourth bedroom, but you know, it's nice because a lot of people are working from home these days. Having that kind of place that you can go and kind of retreat into the office, get some peace and quiet, definitely nice to have. Love the floor plan, love the layout upstairs. I really like the loft area, the game room. You can put TV up there, you know, a place for the kids to go and cause ruckus and do that thing upstairs. All the bedrooms upstairs, really nice, large primary bedroom with a nice master ensuite there. So, fantastic house, a lot of good things going for it. A couple things that maybe I wish were different about this place. One thing in particular would be some of the surrounding homes that are next to this house. Some of them are just a little bit older, in need of some upkeep, maintenance, beautification, I guess you could say. And you know, there's nothing you can really do about that. You know, especially in this part of Bothell, you know, you see a lot of older homes that have, you know, that might be a neighborhood of older homes, and then maybe one or two of them have gotten torn down and they've built new homes. So it's not uncommon to see a really good mix of new construction next to a home that was built in the 60s or 70s. So that's what we see here. Nothing you can do about it. You know, eventually those homes are probably going to be torn down too. Newer homes are going to be built, or hopefully they'll just be taken care of and they'll look great and they'll keep your neighborhood beautiful. But I would say that's kind of the one thing that I don't like so much about this one. Other than that, the only thing I really don't care for is the price. I think it might be priced just a little bit high. Not too much, you know, we're pretty close, you know, but I think it probably needs to be priced closer to that $1.2 million range where that median home price point is. But all in all, just a fantastic home. You know, thanks for taking a tour of it with me today. And you know, if you want to learn more about living in Seattle and the surrounding areas, why don't you go ahead and watch this video that's popping up right now. It'll give you a great idea of what it's like to live here.